Vision Podcast. I'm your host, Khaled Abdallah, and I'm joined today by Ron Jones, CEO of Collective Minds, Inc., and the owner of Are They Hoopin', a pickup basketball app. How you doing today, Ron?
Good. Happy to be here.
Well, thanks for coming on the show. Agreeing to discuss your app and then your journey and all that. I was really interested in your profile when you popped up on Matchmaker, which is a podcast platform, just to make sure people know. We're going to talk about your app. We're going to talk about your journey, your love for sports, your love for hoop. But let's get started. When did your love for sports and specifically basketball start? Because, Are They Hoopin' is, of course, a basketball app.
Yeah. So, as long as I can remember, I've been hooping. I probably picked up basketball when I was like 2, 3, on like a mini hoop, and fell in love with it ever since. My first league or organized basketball, I was like 5. My parents put me in a little youth basketball league, and I was horrible. I went the whole season without scoring a point. But I always loved the game. So,
was it easy for you to pick up, or was it did it run in your family, or was it just something that you naturally gravitated to?
Yeah. So actually, everybody in my family ran track. I
Okay.
had an uncle that went to Boston College. My mom ran track. My dad ran track. I had an aunt that ran in college. I was the first real hooper. My little cousin now, he hoops. He goes to Oglethorpe, so now and I got everybody hooping. Everybody loves it now. But I was
Okay.
the first one that actually got into it.
Okay. So you got started at 5 years old with your first league. How long did you go playing, organized basketball? Obviously, you're still playing basketball regularly now, but for organized basketball, how long did that go?
Yeah, so I stopped my freshman year of college. Oh, well, my sophomore year of college, I guess. I played my full freshman year. Then I transferred schools, and I switched my major to computer science. And I didn't want to try to do computer science and D1 basketball, so I ended up sticking with the books. But so I play a little bit of college basketball, and I just do like rec leagues and pick up every day now.
Where'd you play?
Berry College.
Berry College. Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
Up
And
in
that's
Rome, Georgia.
in Georgia. Okay. All right.
Yeah,
Makes
yeah,
sense. I've heard that, being a D1 level athlete or just a college athlete in general is like another full-time job. So I
yeah,
can
for sure.
understand why, that these guys are usually communications majors or econ majors, something a little less demanding than computer science. So what attracted you to computer science? I did a little bit of digging on your LinkedIn, a little bit of stalking. I see you've been in the mobile development world for a long time. What attracted you to the world of computer science?
That's actually kind of a funny story. So, back in 2014, when I was 19 years old, I started my company, not Are They Hooping, a company called Collective Minds, Inc., which is basically like the parent company for everything. I started that in 2014, and it basically I started as just a platform for artists and entrepreneurs and trying to help people get eyes and get a vision and help with their advertisement without having to break the bank. And as we started getting success and as we started getting traction, I was like, it'd be really cool if we had an app. So I thought of an app idea. And with that original app that I had, it was a whole separate app. That idea is not even on the store right now. But when I came up with the app idea, I was like, I love it. Like, let's do it tomorrow. Because that's just how I am. I just want to do things as I can do
Sure.
them. So as soon as I got the idea, I started running with it. And I started trying to get pricing and asking people how much it cost. And once I heard it was like $30,000 and I was in college with probably like $15 in my bank account. I was like, there's no way that at that time I was like, there's no way I'm ever going to be able to afford to pay somebody to build the app. And if I do, it's going to be no time soon. So I can't do that. Let me just learn. So I opened up a laptop. I found an online course for like $20 a month. Borrowed $5 and started learning how to develop. And
That
I fell in love with it, and I've just
mhm.
stuck with it ever since.
That's an amazing entrepreneurial story, right? It's like pick yourself up by your bootstraps type thing because you're just like, I can't pay somebody 30 grand for that. Uh,
Yeah.
so I actually definitely want to talk about Collective Minds as well because I was really intrigued again when I went on your profile and saw that you made this platform. So how does it work? I mean, can you give me like the elevator pitch of how it helps empower and help artists market themselves?
Yeah. So, as far as collective mind goes, We started as a social media page, which we still have. We still have all of our social media platforms. But once we got to 10,000 followers, we started a magazine.
Hmm.
And in the magazine, we would just feature, kind of highlight the top artists and entrepreneurs that we were working with. And then from there, we went into development, kind of because I went into development. So we started doing mobile apps and websites for different businesses. And now we do a combination of all those things. So people can come to us if they need a website or an app. They can come to us if they need marketing, consulting. We really offer a lot of it, a lot of different, I guess, avenues for businesses to grow.
That's really cool. I'm going to bookmark that up here just to come back to you on that because we're definitely looking to grow here at 4040. So, what's that
Yeah.
selection process like? Is it just anybody that comes in the door, you try to help them, or is there kind of a filtering process that works here?
No, there's not really a filtering process. We try to work with everybody that comes to us. And honestly, if there's something that we can't fill or do, we'll find somebody that can, and we'll just refer you to them, and try to get you connected with somebody that can help you for exactly what you're looking for. But we also try to offer as many services as we can in-house. At this point, Collective Minds is almost exactly what it sounds like. Like we have a lot of different professionals that work with us and under us in a lot of different areas. So it's kind of easy to get people connected with resources that they need.
That's really cool. So the app, are they hooping or ATH, however you want to refer to it? So
Yep.
I can see the journey you went into mobile development. This is a mobile app. You're a basketball guy. This is a kind of a basketball app. So what was the inspiration behind it, and how did you come up with this idea?
Yeah. So the inspiration was just from pickup, the pickup culture. I even in high school when I was playing a lot in college in my freshman year of college when I was playing, I was still playing pickup. Anytime I hear a ball bouncing or I see people playing, I want to join, I want to play. And when I'm bored or I'm sitting in the house or something, I want to either go get shots up or I want to play with people. And like, I have a my partner who works with me, Kenny. He's head of marketing and sales, but he hooped in college as well. We played on the same college basketball team. He likes to get shots up alone, and kind of just vibe out, listen to music. Me, I like to play with people. I'll play 2-on-2, 3-on-3. I'll play 1-on-1 if there's no one else on the court. So because of that, probably that same year, 2014, I was just frustrated not being. I moved to Georgia when I was 11. So and then I moved around a lot in Georgia, and I really didn't get stable until I was like 18, 19. But then I went to college, so I never really was in one place for a long time growing up. And because of that, like I never had a stable core of people that I knew was at a place to hoop. So I would just drive around and find people. And before like social media was super big, it was even harder. So it was kind of real easy for the idea to come to me to just figure out a way that people can find each other to play basketball.
I can definitely relate to that. I mean, I grew up in the same place for a long time, but after college, I moved around a lot, and I went from having like a reliable pickup basketball game, a reliable, Sunday soccer league, to doing the same thing. I was when I moved from the Bay Area to Philadelphia, and I was doing a lot of the same, like driving around. Kind of, you see some people playing. I was more of a soccer guy, but I would, look at the field and like, does that look organized? Is that a league? You think I could just, hop in this game? And back then you're looking at Facebook trying to find stuff, or
Oh,
I guess like meetup.com, some other random ones, but they're so general it's hard to focus on like one specific thing. So since then I've seen a couple other apps that have come out, not specifically for basketball. I think yours is the only basketball one that I've heard of. I've seen some other soccer ones, but how do you differentiate yourself from something like meetup, or people just relying on Facebook or something like that?
yeah. So you kind of answered it a little bit. We don't make it general. It's basketball. Like, are there hoopings for basketball? I have people ask me all the time, like, "Hey, can you include other sports?" Or now I think like pickleball is real big. So a lot of people ask me if I could put pickleball on it. I'm like, no, it's a basketball app, and because it's a basketball app, it allows me to add a lot of basketball features. So like. For example, people that don't play pickup every day can still have a great time on the app because, like, for example, people with a high basketball IQ or people that watch the NBA all the time, we have a whole tab just for trivia. where you can earn points and rewards that you can cash out for real money just answering trivia questions about basketball. We also have the NBA League page where you can see NBA highlights and catch up on all your NBA news and all that kind of stuff. But then for the passionate hoopers, I think we're different from a lot of just general meetup apps because not only can you meet up, but it's very specific. You can find a gym that's next to you or a court that's right by you. Go there, see if anybody's there, when they're there, and then on their profile, they have basketball related things like their stats, their highlights, and they can also upload a link to take to their like Instagram or wherever they want to take you. So it's really like an encompassing social networking app. But if you love basketball, it's definitely going to be different than anything else that you download.
So how do you? I'm kind of getting the idea of how you encourage people to use it with like the gamification and stuff. I think and getting points. So do you have like ranking users? Like, are you? Oh, you're a power user of ATH, so you have maybe the ability to create a game. Like, how does that process work?
Yeah, so I guess that makes me think of two things. First of all, the app is completely free, so there's not even a lot of not I don't think any real walls as far as you can't do this till you pay. There's no subscription. It's a free app. We're gonna get our revenue right now. We're getting our revenue at this point from ads, advertisements, people just using the app. So we're not trying to deter anybody from getting on it with a paywall or anything like that. We do have rankings as well, but they're based on usage and stats. So the more you use the app, the more buckets you get, which is our points, our version of points. And those buckets are what you can turn in for real money, or you can buy things like customized skins, which we're working on now. We're actually working on getting some animators. So if there's any animators out there that want to help us with some skins, let me know. But we're working on some of those. And then you can increase your stats. And as your stats increase, your level can increase. So you can go from rookie to sophomore, I think. I know there's MVP, Hall of Fame, and I want to say starter.
What's the diff? Is there any like functional difference in like the way you use the app if you are a different level, or is it just like a kind of a
No, it's
recognition
more
thing?
bragging rights.
Okay, I
Just,
like that
yeah.
idea. That's cool.
Yep.
I mean, I definitely after we linked up, I sent it to a couple people, especially some of my boys in the Bay that are still organizing the pickup games. I mean, they're still doing it old school on email. They send out like an email blast to like 200 people every week, and they're like, "All right, who's in?" Uh, and then they reserve the court accordingly. So, how have you gone about promoting? I mean, obviously you have Collective Minds, which is a marketing or partially a marketing business, so you have experience here. But what have you done to market ATH specifically?
uh, at this point, it's like, what haven't I done? I try every route, or I've tried every route thus far. I would say the most successful, honestly, has been organic, just organic social media growth. We've had a couple TikTok videos go semi-viral, um, with like 40, 50,000 interactions. Uh, and then word of mouth is big. I pass out cards to pretty much every hooper that I talk to, and I know that numbers wise, it's probably not a lot, but it actually adds up because people talk to people, and things like this, like meeting people like you, getting on different platforms that people have, and just trying to talk about it as much as I can and try to create a little wildfire. In the future, I'll probably go more of the, I guess, paid route where I'm doing paid advertisements, paid promotions, and things of that nature. But we actually don't do too much of that right now. A lot of it is organic and videos that we create, we post, and people that work, like some interns within CMI and things like that. We give them opportunities to help market. So,
I think I saw your Instagram page. I didn't see your TikTok, but your Instagram has about I think 30,000 followers for the app. Is that about right? Okay.
yeah,
I
yeah,
mean
we have
that's
two Instagram pages. One is ATH B-Ball app, and the other one is Are They Hooping? I think Are They Hooping is approaching 1,000, but that's more close knit, I guess. ATH B-Ball app is a lot of a bigger page. That one has about 30,000, but that one's more informational, talking about the app, things of that nature. Are They Hooping? That page is more vibes, like cool pickup clips and stuff like that. More
like
entertaining.
a ball is life type thing.
Almost, yeah, yeah, yeah. Because we
Okay.
record a lot of the videos that we hoop. When we go play pickup, we'll record them and upload them to our YouTube channel. Are they hooping? So if we travel or we go to new courts, people can find themselves playing on our channel, and it's just an easier way to talk about the app. So
Yeah, I mean 30K is no joke. That's a pretty sizable group, especially for again something that's happening organically where you're not doing a lot of paid advertisements. So congrats on that. That's a quite an achievement. Uh,
appreciate.
what cities are you guys active in? Or is it a limited market? Is it all over the country?
A little bit than that. So as far as the app goes, for the gym feature, originally I was putting it. I Let me rewind a little bit. So the app works by as far as seeing who's near you and knowing as far as pick up basketball and that feature and trying to find people to play with. That really lives in the map. So on the second tab, there's a map. When you go to it, it'll automatically zoom to your location and show you gyms in your area. When you go to one of those gyms, you can check in, you can schedule a game, you can leave a review, and a couple other things. Um, keep losing
So
my train of thought.
how do you partner with these gyms? Is it
Um,
middle schools, high schools? How does that work?
no, this is just, I mean, it's public information. It's public gyms. So at first, that's what I was saying. At first, I was inputting the gyms myself. Uh, but as of now, you have the ability to request a gym. So anywhere you are in the world is that's kind of where I was getting at. Anywhere you are in the world, the map and the gym feature is using geolocation from Google. So if you request a gym, we'll review it within 24 to 48 hours and we'll add it in the app. So the app hy- hypothetically can work anywhere in the world, but we're really heavy in the US. And then as far as the top five cities, I actually did a video on that recently. I don't think I remember all top five, but I know a couple of them were, states were California, Georgia, New York, I think are the top three states as far as usage and gyms.
Okay, so you've got the whole country covered just about. You got the
Mhm.
East Coast,
Yeah,
West
we
Coast,
have,
and in between.
I want to say we have over 2,000 gyms.
And I mean, if you don't mind sharing, I mean, how many active users do you have monthly?
Active users, total users, I know we have around 30 to 40,000. Active right now is probably around two to 3,000.
Okay, that's really cool. I mean, again, this is definitely something I would have used in Philadelphia. Definitely would use it now where I'm at. I'm in Sacramento now. I've been here a couple years, so that's definitely something. I mean, it's a real problem in the sense of, or it solves a real problem in the sense of like, you want to play basketball, you have that desire, you can drive around, waste time, go to different gyms, go to different parks, and kind of poke your head in. But this way, you can also build a relationship with people, and you know exactly where to go. So I really like that, and I feel like any successful app is one that solves a real problem, and I definitely think this is a, a real problem that needs to be solved. Uh, I also want to talk to you about your spoken word. First of all, how do you have time for that, like, with everything else that you do?
Yeah, so as far as spoken word goes, that is my like decompression and therapy almost. So it doesn't feel like work at all. When I get super stressed, the first thing I want to do is write. I'm not really much of a talker as far as emotions and stuff like that goes. When I'm feeling super stressed, I'd rather just either go hoop about it or go write it out.
So, where do you see this app going? I mean, I'm sure you seem like a real goal oriented person. You're an entrepreneur. Where do you see the end game? Maybe not the end game, but like, 2 years from now, 3 years, 5 years. Where do you see this going?
Yeah, so I guess within the very near future, a year or two, we're just trying to get to 50 to 100,000 users. Probably in 2025, maybe spilling into 2026 for the 100,000. After that, after we get 50 to 100,000, I'm not probably in like 3 to 5 years. I'm not against investments. It's not something I'm looking for. I don't
Hmm.
think, honestly, I really don't think we need it. But it's not something I'm against. So I guess in 3 to 5 years, we'll be thinking about how to be able to fund the amount of people, the amount of views that we're really looking for. And that by that time, we're trying to be the premier app for pickup basketball, where everybody from high school up that wants to find a pickup basketball game knows that it's Are They Hooping. Like, let me
Mm.
download Are They Hooping and see where they're at.
Yeah, I mean, you brought up outside investment, and has there been any folks reaching out for partnership, like branding, marketing opportunities, things like that with I don't know sportswear or something like that?
Yeah, so actually, in probably like 2 or 3 updates ago, we released advertising because we were doing advertisement programmatically where we are using APIs and things of that nature. But now we're opening up some ad slots and two really cool opportunities. One is a banner right on the social page that's at the top that any business can contact me and be able to display their information on. And it's a rotating banner. That one, I believe, is $100 a month. So nothing, it's not too crazy. Right now, at least, that price might go up as
Oh,
businesses
for sure.
come. Just so it's, yeah, just so it's limited. But and then we have a soundtrack on our app. The soundtrack has around 50 songs, and a lot of them are from underground artists and people looking to get exposure. People that won contests reached out to us personally. But then we also have some exclusives for some larger artists like Rick Ross, Wife and Lucci, Tank,
Oh,
Ray
wow.
Lavender. Um, and on the soundtrack, we're offering ad slots as well, where you can do audio ads. And we just introduced that about 1 or 2 updates ago. So if a business is looking to advertise with us, those are two cool ways that they can.
That's awesome. You got all the bases covered. I mean, it makes sense,
Sure.
right? You're you're a marketing guy. Well, I appreciate your time today, Ron. I mean, like I said, this is a real problem that folks have, and I think it's going to be. I wish you all the best. I wish you all the luck in the world. I think this is a really cool idea. So, where can folks download the app, and where can they follow you guys on social media?
Yep. So the name of the app on the App Store is ATH Pickup Basketball App. But you can find it by typing in "Are They Hooping" on the App Store, and that's the same as our handle everywhere. So if you're looking for us, it's just "Are They Hooping." But our name is actually ATH Pickup Basketball App on the App Store. We have a YouTube, a Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest. So wherever you want to find us.
Yeah, I'm not surprised that you've got all the social media covered too. I'll make sure to include a link in the episode description when this goes up on YouTube and all the other podcasting platforms. So again, thank you for rescheduling. I know we had a little bit of difficulty with that, but I appreciate your flexibility and I really appreciate your time. And again, good luck to you. This is a really cool idea.
Thank you so much, and I really appreciate you having me on the show. And yeah, as soon as you post any of the links up, I'll blast it everywhere on our end as well.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.